Hey everyone and welcome. It's Nick with Us versus Herd, back at it. I've been taking a nice break. I've been trading, not being as public, just to kind of take a breather. I mean, one of the things that happens when you make content, right? When you make YouTube content, when you're always pressing, when you're always, working, not only are you managing your own life, your own trades, your own everything, you're also, you're going to be facing a little bit of burnout, and literally been going pretty hard in regards to content over the last few years. And, just took a little bit of me time, took a little, just trying to relax. Everything's okay. I mean, everyone just wants to grind. And sure, I mean, there's a time and a place for that, but at the same time, you have to take care of yourself. You have to have a little bit of me time in there. So if it's your first time here, links are below in the description to our Facebook group. Actually, Facebook is down right now. Facebook's down right now. Hop in our Discord or our Twitter. Link is below. Facebook. But yeah, I just wanted to come hang out with you guys. Go over some charts. See what's popping. Get these charts popping. Yo, John, battery's impressive here. Got the big old boy. Actually put my wallet on here. Look at that. I put my wallet on. I condensed my wallet into here. Got this big boy right in here. I mean, it's big. I was coming off the XS or the 10S, whatever you want to call it, XS, 10S, upgraded to the 13 Pro Max. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. We'll see what happens with it. But today, obviously, pretty red day. I mean, the NASDAQ got slaughtered. I mean everything got slaughtered for the most part, except for IBM, Booking, Alta. Bank of America closed green, despite what all the people on Twitter were saying that Bank of America is going bankrupt. But hold on one second. Before we get into some of these charts, I do have to say, it does appear to be too many experts these days. There's too many experts on the financial industry, in the health. I mean, just stick to what you're good at. Educate yourself. It's okay to educate yourself, but stick to what you're good at. You're not going to be an expert in all areas, okay? And saying Bank of America is going bankrupt and all that, just don't believe the hype, okay? Nike, Bank of America could, suffer some losses, sure, but to go bankrupt, I don't know. Nike, McDonald's, Energy, XLE was up. So, just crazy day. Price action. Let me actually I want to get rid of, hold on a second. I want to get rid of, let's get rid of RSI. Okay. We don't need RSI where we're going today. Okay. So I want to look at the NASDAQ. So I've been pretty much trading NASDAQ futures. You guys are wondering what's been going on. I've been pretty much trading NASDAQ futures and been having a great time. I was up about $400 a day. I missed the entire drop this morning. I was actually gone, and then I came back and I traded some of that chop, but I didn't want to get too aggressive because in the chop you get a little bit of messed up. I was trading here. I traded, towards the end of the day out in here, and we had, a little bit of a break, but this could definitely be if you're looking at this chart, could definitely be a bear flag going into tomorrow. This morning we opened up above the 100-day moving average, and I actually tweeted something out saying, hey, they're trying to hold on to the 100-day moving average, this blue line right here, 100-day moving average. They're trying to hang on to it, and failed miserably right out the gate. Just started the sell orders, right? The sell orders just started right out the gate, and we closed for the first time under the 100-day moving average since April. I'm sorry, May. Since back in May. Yo, what's going on, Kit? If you're here right now, say what's up in the chat. Say what's going on. I'm just hanging out. I know my viewership's going to be low because I haven't been making videos, haven't been making content. I've just been kind of doing what I want, and it's been kind of fun. But I want to be a resource for you guys. I want to be here for you guys, and the community that we have here is just so amazing that Summer's over. Summer's over. So NASDAQ, I mean, right now, I mean, if we flush, I mean, we could come down, we could test the 200-day moving average, which right now is basically like 14,000 on this. We're looking at SPY. Let's look at SPY real quick. SPY, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, the problem is right now, the bad news is outweighing the good news, and there's not really going to be an end to the bad news. Like the stuff that's going on with China and Taiwan, that's bad news. And, the U.S. is saying, hey, we're going to protect our interests. We're going to protect U.S. interests, which obviously it's in our interest to protect Taiwan, but that's to go against China. And it's conflicting because we need China to produce the goods and then over the weekend, the White House announced that China is not sticking to the phase 1 deal that Trump put together. So they're going to talk about that. So that wasn't good. And then they're also having some issues with, the debt ceiling right now, and the Republicans are pushing back, and the Democrats are pushing back, and everyone's fighting. Mom and dad are fighting, and the kids like us lose. Okay. So we got that to look forward to. What was the other thing? The debt ceiling. That's what I just covered. Debt ceiling. I feel like there was one more thing. I don't remember. Anyways, moving on. So SPY, it's under the 100-day, under the 50-day. I mean, currently trending down. Could hit 415, 413 area. It's getting a little dicey. I know I was talking about the NASDAQ earlier, but if you're looking at the Qs, could come down to 340 area. But I mean, if you think about it, trend is still your friend. We're still trending up. NASDAQ or the Qs opened at 315 at the start of this year. SPY opened at where they opened at 375. So I don't think we're like in danger, but at the same time, you need to be careful because, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Your overnight risk, like right now, my overnight risk is going to be is low. I literally have like no overnight risk right now. I've been primarily just day trading futures and relaxing. And you know what? It's been nice and calming. You don't have to get into these aggressive trades. You don't have to get yourself into a situation where you're like kind of sweating overnight. Like, oh man, I hope they gap up, or oh man, I hope they gap down. I hope my position's okay. Like if that's you, just stop swing trading right now. It's okay. You don't have to be. I know like a lot of us we're addicted to all this. And we want to be in a trade, and we love trading, and we want to be in the trade. But sometimes you got to separate yourself and know when the odds are in your favor and when the odds are not in your favor. And right now, overnight risk to the upside or to the downside, not really worth it to me to swing many positions. Like if you're swinging a lot of positions, I know like a lot of people have full-time jobs, they can't day trade. If that's the case, like just relax. You don't have to be in a trade. There's going to be times for amazing trades, and there's going to be times for not so amazing trades. And right now we're in one of those times where it's unpredictable. And if the market's unpredictable, then how are you going to put on a good trade? I mean, sure you could short it, sure you can go long. Like there's a case for whatever. Oh, we're going to go down to the 200-day. Okay, then I want to short it. Oh, but we dropped already so low, we're going to go back up. Like there's a bull case and a bear case, and I get that. But right now, I feel like we could go either way. We dropped a lot, we could bounce back, or we've dropped a lot and we can continue dropping. And the bad news is not slowing down. But like for me, I don't really care too much about the news. Right now, I'm mostly just kind of concentrating on the price action. Sure, like you were saying, Kit, VIX is chilling right now. We're at 20, 22, 23. VXX. I mean, what I didn't like about the VXX today, I mean, if you look at the 5-minute chart right here or the 15-minute chart, essentially is a massive bull flag right in here. And, you can't really do technical analysis on like VXX and VIX and all that. But I mean, I didn't want to, that's why I was like scalping, because I didn't want to get myself into a position where like this could rip right up or rip right down, and your position is going to be in jeopardy. Meanwhile, like if you let's look at SPY, right? SPY, I mean, this is definitely a bear flag right now. I mean, it could rip back up, be a V-shaped recovery, but right now, if you were to look at this, like if you were to Google bear flag, this is what it looks like. If you Google bear flag right now, this is what a bear flag looks like. So that's why I was like, okay, well, we could rip to the upside, could go down, not really worth it. So, just relax. Like if you don't see a trade, don't put one on, McDonald's was up today. I mean, I've been kind of noticing McDonald's has been doing very well, especially like on these down days, and been holding trends. So I've been trading this a little bit, kind of seeing, the thing about McDonald's is the contracts are not as liquid. However, they do gain a percentage really quick. So if you're into day trading, like definitely check out McDonald's, but also be very, very patient with McDonald's because it's not as liquid. Yeah, I was away from my phone most of the day. Not a bad thing. I mean, everyone's separated. I mean, we got Facebook. I mean, Facebook is down. The interesting thing about Facebook being down, right, is today's the same day as the whistleblower interview. We were talking about it in the Discord, like where I feel, for our IT folks out there, that this was like the outage was an inside job and potentially a lateral attack. And what does a lateral attack mean? A lateral attack means you're attacking the network laterally, going from PC to PC to PC, versus someone from the outside, like a brute force attack, would be someone trying to gain entry into a certain point from the outside. A lateral attack is when it spreads across the network, laterally across the network, versus like a brute force would be coming in directly into the network or trying to attempt to breach the network in some form. And now, I mean, this is literally costing, Facebook, it's costing them billions of dollars. Twitter's still up. We still have YouTube. Surprisingly, I mean, a lot of stuff been going down, but Facebook has been getting, after all year, it's been doing amazing. I mean, Facebook, I traded a lot all year, always been a very super easy buy the dip, but now we're in a situation where like, oh man, we got the 200-day 315. I don't know. This is a tough situation. Implied volatility's coming up. We're now officially into Q4. So, whatever happens now, I mean, I know end of September, early October, it's always, a little dicey, right? And now we're in a situation with Facebook where, it's looking pretty bad. It's looking rough down in here. Major gap down, just bled all day. I mean, it tried to bounce back with the rest of the market, but of course failed. But this was, from 340s last night. I mean, on Friday, closed at 342, just straight down, went 330, gap down to 336 and just straight down. I mean, it's just crazy. So, I mean, tinfoil hat guys, I mean, we could say, I don't know. I feel like, Instagram and WhatsApp, I mean, everything that Facebook owns is currently down, which is obviously going to be bad for making money, but also bad for their credibility. But, I mean, to me, honestly, I think, Facebook being down, not the worst thing in the world right now. I don't know. I'm just, like, every time I go on Facebook, everyone's just fighting all the time, whether it's about, I'm about to get blacklisted here off of YouTube, but whether it's about the vaccines, whether it's like listen, everyone, it's always been this way, but it's never been this way where it's been so easy for people to communicate. So like everyone always had their own stances, whether politically or for health reasons or whatever reason. Everyone, I mean, all of us do not see the things exactly the same. Like I may view things that you oppose and vice versa and that kind of thing, right? But now it's got so easy where all I have to do is, this guy opposes my view. Okay, I'm just going to type in here real quick. Okay, I'm a little keyboard warrior. I'm going to go in right now. And if I saw that person on the street, I would be like, hey, Karen, how you doing? Man, that pumpkin spice latte is looking great. Man, I love the pumpkin spice latte, right? But once you get behind the keyboard, like, oh, Karen, you're gonna get it now, ooh, and then go in, right? So, I mean, it's kind of, I feel like Facebook being down has kind of brought peace of mind, and hopefully maybe maybe some people get some self-reflection. Like, maybe all that toxicity is not good. It's not good in your life. Put it down. I'm done now. I'm done. Anyways, Tesla closed green today. Tesla's looking real strong. They were lighting the 800 strike calls up. I don't know. I just went off on that. I'm sorry. Anyways, Tesla, man, Tesla was strong. Major gap up. So if you don't know why Tesla was strong, over the weekend, Tesla released its production numbers. They were way up. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me because honestly, this stream was a little bit of an impromptu type of situation. Okay. I said, hey, I want to go live stream today. I'm going to live stream right now. And that's what I'm doing. So, but Tesla gapped up this morning. They released over the weekend their production numbers off the chain, gapped up, hit 806 and just freaking got cut down. Yo, Ben, what's poppin'? Yo, FC, I'm getting wild over here. I'm trying to read the Discord and the YouTube at the same time. So, I mean, what you got to look at Tesla here. I mean, it definitely looks like an easy run up to all-time highs, right? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, despite the bad news and all, I mean, despite the market and all this thing still, I mean, it's trending up. It's one of the stocks here currently above the 10-day moving average, above the 50-day, above the 100-day, above the 200-day, above all moving averages right now. Closed green today on the super red day, right? Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, it could. I think 850 definitely wouldn't be how much are these calls here? Let's say you were to look, okay, I'm gonna get the December 850s, and they're gonna be like $3,000 a pop, $4,000 a pop, 3,500. It's getting wild. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a little expensive. The bad news is right now for December, they're expecting on Tesla $175 plus or minus move, meaning it could move up $175 or move down $175. Which if it moved up $175 would put it close to would put it above almost $1,000, right? About $950. And to the downside, be right down here around $650. Yeah, China mystery. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, yeah, Netflix. Yeah, pretty much every chart looks the same today. Algo's really just did it in. AMC is holding up though. Alibaba actually showed some strength today, and then just freaking. But I mean, this thing is. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. I mean, we look at the 2-year now. Let's look at the 2-year on this thing. So, is that a 2-year low? 2-year low, Alibaba. I mean, I'm not going to be buying shares, but okay, the 3-year low is 129.77. So, we're at a 2-year low, almost a 3-year low, approaching the 3-year low on Alibaba. I mean, like, who cares? Who cares what you think about what's going to happen, right, with China and all that? Look at what the price is doing. Focus on the price. Where does the price tell you right now? The price is this thing's going terrible, and people that are investing or buying this have to have some sort of hedge in place or something, because this is a very dangerous buy. Like, I know it's a slow bleed. And the slow bleeds, honestly, are the scariest types of bleeds. Like, this will bleed you very slowly. And sure, I mean, it's gone from 319 in a year down to 139. So if you're thinking, it's down 50 to 60%, that means there's 100 to 120% upside. Because if something comes down 50%, upside is 100%, right? But what story? Why is it at a 3-year low, right? Oh, the other thing, the issue is inflation. Fed finally came out today and admitted there was inflation. Even though they told us there was no inflation, now they're saying there is inflation, and that the inflation, they also said the inflation is good for you. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy, but Anyone that says inflation's good for you has an angle, right? Has an angle. I don't know. These guys. I can't. I mean, these people, I mean, they think we can't do math. But we're here, right? I got a question you may be able to answer. Hypothetical. A person with a short or vertical call position, one strike away from the stock, 45 days to expiration. The short leg is 96% profit, and the long is 92. What does one do? A person has a short vertical call position, one strike away. I'm not sure I understand. So you're saying you have a vertical call? I mean, is it a debit or a credit? I mean, I need a little bit more information. I'm not really sure. Not sure what that means. Yo, William, what's popping, man? What's popping? So, back to it. Apple. Here's one thing that I'm interested in right now. Okay, is these stocks that came down. Let's say Apple, Amazon, any of these like retail tech stocks, right? We probably know that Christmas is probably going to be good. So the question is, how far are they willing to let this go? I mean, Amazon is in a dicey situation. Right now it's below all moving averages, 200-day. I mean, it's been struggling all year, but I mean, granted, in 2020, it was ripping like no tomorrow, right? In 2020, we were just straight up, went from 1,600 up to above 3K, essentially doubled, right? And then this year on Amazon, we are, basically just sitting still. I mean, peeing back between, let's say, 3,000, 3,500, right? So, do we think, is Amazon done consolidating, or are we just going to consolidate here? But I think if this can dip below 3K, if Amazon could dip below 3K, might be good for some Christmas. Start getting some positions in for the holidays. Maybe look for something in February, because if you buy, you don't want to buy December because the Christmas numbers don't come out until January, essentially. So you want to buy like January. You want to buy like January, February, maybe even March, maybe buy a spread. It was a credit spread. I was trying to collect time, but it looked like it went in direction, but now I need to wait. Yeah, I mean, if you're 45 days out and you still believe in the position, you got to use theta, right? So why would you put a credit spread on? You put a credit spread on to make the premiums go lower. You want to wind down the premiums, right? So you want the premium, let's say the premium was $1. You want the premium to go to 50 cents, 25 cents, 0, right? So if you're 45 days out, I mean, theta doesn't really kick in until you're about 32 days, right? Once you start hitting 30 to 32 days, I mean, theta just comes boom, boom, boom every day. And the further you're out the money, the better. Now, if you're like right at the money, like right now, I'm in some positions that I'm selling some puts and I'm in the money on them, but I have time and I'm near break even. So why would I sell, right? I would be better off right now on some of the credits right now. Get assigned the shares, get the credit in, and break even. Versus why would you take the loss? Why would you take the loss right now, right? Imagine I want to go long at 3,400. If you look, I mean, yeah, William. I mean, hold on, William. Let me get to that. Ben. So if you're 45 days out, you gotta wait. Unless you don't believe, if you think that position, but you're in a call spread, depends what, are you in a call spread like Tesla? What's the stock? Well, Ben's typing that in. William, you want to go long. I mean, you want to buy, like if you're in a position, let's look at Amazon, right? And let me pull up, hold on a second. Hold on. I was not equipped for this at all, okay? All right, so let's say, for instance, you want a position, right? And you know that we're consolidating right now, okay? You're in a consolidation. you don't want to buy the high, you don't want to buy the middle, you want to buy the lows, right? So if you're in a position, let's say I want to buy Amazon right now. Right now, I'm going to see if we're gonna hold here. My odds of making money greatly increase on Amazon the closer we are to 3,000. If I'm mid-range, 3,400, 3,500, my odds greatly decrease. Because what do I need? What do I need to happen here on Amazon to make money? I need to go to 3,500, 3,600, 3,700. What's the number, right? But if I buy low and then I get stopped out, it's okay. I'll take a small loss. Be patient. We all have to be. I think one thing that this year, 2021, especially the fall, is teaching us is like we need to be patient, plan our entries, and really just take our time. Take your time trading. I know like we weren't used to that because in 2020, we were essentially like, if you didn't buy here, it's never going to be that price again. But now we're in a position where we can sit back and think about our positions, think about our portfolio, think about like what trades we want to put on and say, do I really want to buy this right now, right here? And if you do, well, then set a proper stop loss. But like for me, I'm looking like on Amazon right now, if we could pull the 3,000, 29.50, that would be great. I don't know if it will, but let's say we go to 3,000, then I could set a stop loss, a proper stop loss, buy some time, and just relax. You can't time the rips, you can't time the drops. All you can do is plan your entries, plan your exits to the best of your ability, and use the probabilities in your favor. I'm way more probable to make money right here than I am. I mean, you could take a shot right now, but you want to put, depending on the market, right now I wouldn't say we're in turmoil, but September market closed down almost 5%. So do we have another 5% correction to go? So if you want to think about that, like what's another 5% off of Amazon? Is this a 10% correction? Is this a 15% correction? We had a 20% correction? We don't know. We don't know yet. Right now we're kind of in the middle. So that's why you want to be kind of cautious right now. A lot of people were thinking we were going to break out of that yellow box. Yeah. And then they pulled you back in. That's the thing. You got to use proper stop losses, right? So like for me right now, I'm thinking, okay, what can I do? What can I do for December? What can I do for, and I know Amazon's going to be strong. Apple's probably going to be strong. Excuse me. But I don't want to buy just yet. If I look at Apple, let me get rid of this here. Look at Apple. So Apple, we'll pull up the 1 year. Apple is still above the 200-day. I think if we can get down on Apple like 120, 125, I think that would be good, at least for me, to start getting some long positions in. Right now, it's kind of a gamble. Right now, I see any type of stock right now pretty much a gamble to build a position in because I think it's too early. We have so much bad news that's just not going to blow over overnight, right? Especially like the China stuff. But if we can come down to 120, 125, I would be interested. I actually played this back in here, back in March, where I played this up to 135, like the 130 areas. I bought the 120s and the 130s. That was good. I played this too when it came back down. I played this, right? But I haven't gotten back in since earlier this summer on Apple. I just haven't done it because I felt like the risk was high. And sure enough, we came back down. Now, I think we're at a place where we're just kind of consolidating, kind of relaxing. But you want to make sure you know what your risk is. You don't want to just be placing random trades and hoping. If you're hoping for something to work out, it's too late. You lost. It's over. If you're hoping for something to happen, it's too late. You didn't have a stop loss in. You're done. You're done. We can't hope. We just have to trade the price, and we just have to, I'm not saying we have to make the smartest decisions, but we can't like YOLO it like we used to. Like the market's different. The market is a different animal, especially if you're trading like Amazon consolidation mode, right? It's a different beast right now. And a lot of people that started in 2020, a lot of people here started trading 2020. They're not used to this. But This is what trading is. So I'm gonna sign off. I gotta go. You guys have a great rest of your day. I definitely enjoyed hanging out. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us for a cert.